about to start. Shit, we're really late, huh?
Yeah, you're super late.
Okay.
But I let everybody know that you're jumping on now.
Okay. Hi. I let you in a little early. I was gonna wait on you, but you know what? I'll introduce you here in a second. Uh-oh, I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Oh, they're still connecting. Okay.
And for this one, why is it important for a realtor to have a good relationship with it? Say because
We're right by this thing. We're right by that doorbell. That's gonna keep going off. It's right here.
Oh God.
I know, I'm like, oh. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Ethel.
good for a realtor to be able to trust.
Good morning, everybody. I'm sorry about that late start. We had a quick walkthrough this morning and we ran a little late. I'm gonna give everybody just a few more minutes to jump on because I know everyone was thinking maybe we were having technical difficulties or something. Let's just give them a couple more minutes. We just sent out a message to let them know that we are in. And we want everybody to log on. All right, I think we've waited long enough, so we will go ahead and get started. And as people arrive, I'll go ahead and let them in the room. Can you guys hear me okay? I'm speaking out of a different area today. Okay, perfect. So first of all, we are going to be speaking on inspections today. So for anybody that hasn't had inspections done before, isn't really sure about what the inspection process looks like, we're going to have a lot of these questions answered today. So this is going to be a good one. Okay. So today we're going to be meeting with Miss Carolyn Cervantes, soon to be Cunningham. She's been part of the AAA inspection team for a while now, and AAA inspections, home and termite inspections, is an inspection group that I have personally been using for, I want to say 3, maybe 4 years now. There's a lot of reasons why I really appreciate using this team when I do my inspections or when I get my clients' inspections done. Now, disclaimer, we cannot tell our clients what inspection company to use. However, we can give them a list of inspectors and let them know, you know, hey, I've used this one before, they've done good for my clients, or, you know, at least put them at the top of the list if you have your preferred inspectors. That's a nice way to get them to at least look at these inspectors first. But I typically tell them, you know, there's some inspectors that I've used more than others, and it's usually just because they give my clients the best service. They also have some of the best rates. One of the things that I really appreciated as a new agent, I met with the owner of AAA, Isaac, and when he first did my first inspections, one of the things that I did was I actually went to all of my clients' inspections. And at my clients' inspections, I would ask a lot of questions. I would try to understand, you know, at least whatever he's telling my clients about the report, I would at least try to understand that for myself. If there was a question that I had that I didn't quite understand, I would ask. And so huge shout out to Isaac. He's not here with us today, but he definitely put me on game, so to speak, when it comes to the inspections, because he took that time to educate me, a realtor, which I think is something that's really important for you when you're looking for your inspection team. Who you're going to use is, you know, how much information are they going to share with you also, because at the end of the day, all of this benefits our clients. So without further ado, I would like to introduce you to Miss Carolyn. And if you're listening in, oh, we have a couple of attendants. I'm sorry, I missed them. Let me let them come in. So if you're listening in right now, hi ladies, good morning. See, everyone's starting to jump on now. I just went over a quick introduction. We're going to be speaking to Miss Carolyn from AAA Home and Termite Inspections. And if you all are listening in, can you please mute your microphone? There should be a mute button on the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. Please save all your questions till the end of our interview with Carolyn. We're gonna leave some time to go over questions. So take notes, as I always say, please take notes. If you have any questions, we will get to your questions at the end. Please mute your microphone so that everybody can listen in comfortably. All right, and without further ado, I'd like to introduce you guys to Miss Carolyn. She is the representative for AAA Home and Termite Inspections. And you wanna say a few words, Carolyn, introduce yourself?
Oh, yes. Hi, good morning to everybody logged in. So nice to see everybody doing well and staying busy, right? Who's staying busy? More like the question, who is not selling houses right now during this pandemic? So yeah, no, thank you for the introduction, Ms. Denise. We've been working with her for quite some time already. And, you know, we're happy to have this opportunity to talk to everybody today and kind of let everybody know how we're working, how we do everything with you guys, and why we are the best option for you guys when it comes to either a buyer's agent or a seller's agent. We will benefit both of you all, and I hope you all see it that way after we kind of, you know, explain how our inspections work and our packages and everything we do have to offer.
Awesome.
So I was trying to email, because I don't know. Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, I was going to ask you, how did you get into the home inspection business, and what are you hoping to accomplish?
Me or the company?
You or the company? What's the company goal? But how did you get in?
I was recruited. I used to work for State Farm, and I was the top sales agent for State Farm in my office in the West Side. So the company saw how we worked or how I worked, and so they recruited me into the company because I'm a people person, which I've been kind of, what's the word? Like I've been told, you can talk to everybody, you talk to anybody, you're really good with people. So I'm a human type of girl. So it worked out. And so, yeah, and I talked to you guys, and we talked to everybody. We talked to every inspection company. We talked to every realtor company and loan officers. So in hopes that everybody likes us. So, yeah.
And just a side note for the realtors that are watching, Carolyn goes around and does a lot of marketing for her company. Marketing is a big part of what we do also. So one of the added benefits of working with a company that does a lot of marketing is we get to do a lot of co-branding stuff. If a company that I work with does a lot of their own marketing and they happen to do a lot of business with me, don't you think that maybe your business will benefit from their branding as well, and vice versa? So this is another added incentive to working with somebody that's an all-around good company. Okay.
Right. So yeah, that's great. And so part of our packages, I was trying to email it over to you so everybody could see it, or because I don't know how to upload it here in the chat. I don't know if you want to walk me through it, or just kind of like.
Did you email it to me?
I was in the process of doing that, and then everybody logged in, and then you were introducing. So I was like, hold on. But yeah, I can send it over. Because I can share my
screen if you email it to me, and I can just open it up for everyone to follow along.
Okay. Yeah, that way everybody can see it. Oh no, that's Anai's email. Yeah, that way everybody can kind of go or see what we're talking about, because that was one of the main things that we do on our recall checks, which you'll see right now when I send it over to Ms. Denise. Our recall checks are emails sent over to your clients for life monthly. The recall checks, what are recall checks? Anybody know what recall checks are? When BMW calls you and says your seatbelts aren't working, what do? They tell you to go back, right? So they can fix it for you and take care of it. Same thing here. We do the recall checks for all of their appliances, so refrigerator, dishwasher, things like that. If we get an update that Whirlpool is having a recall on the refrigerators, we'll send an email out to your client every month. Whether it's a recall check or just, hey, winter's coming, we need to do this with our ACs and protect the plumbing in case we have another freeze and things like that. We'll send out those emails, and those emails will have your name, your email, and your phone number. And what does that do to your client? It's a top of mind marketing strategy that we use. That way, when they want to buy another house, they want to sell their house, or they want to flip a house, they're going to remember you, because every month you're going to be sending out those emails. We do that for free for you guys. When you use our home inspection, they'll be set up to get those emails every month. So it's really neat for you guys to be top of mind for your clients forever.
That's a great added incentive. And I guess that was actually one of my first questions, is why is it so important for our realtors to have a good relationship with a good inspection company? And I think that's one of the added benefits. We kind of talked about, co-branding, the education part. Anything else that I'm leaving out right now about why it's so important for the realtors to pick a good inspection company?
Yeah, so it's very important, obviously, and I'll switch it around if anybody wants to answer. If you were the buyer and your agent told you pick from one of these, and what is their question? Well, who's the best one? And you as a buyer, what would you say? If you're the buyer and your agent tells you to pick one, who would you pick? Why would you pick us? You know what I mean? Why would you want the best company? Things like that. So we work with you guys, and I don't know if some of you already have our dashboard. So it's kind of an app for you all to have on your phone. Especially, I was pushing that during this whole COVID situation, because if you're on the phone with your client, you can open up our app. And when you open up our app, you'll be able to see our schedule. Let me show it to you. It'll have AAA, and then it'll have your picture, your email, and your information. And from here, you'll be able to email us. You'll be able to see our schedule. So if you put order inspection, when you put order inspection, it'll show our availability. I don't know if everybody can see that. You'll see our availability, and you'll be able to schedule for your client and help them get that situated if they don't have the time. And it all just comes down to depending on the type of client that you have. If they're always on the go and they don't have time and they're very limited, you know, you can always get on the phone with them if you're already on the phone with them and just look at our schedule and see, hey, well, Mr. Client AAA, they have availability Friday at 8 a.m. Does that work for you? Yes or no? Yes, let's get it booked. And you can just fill in the information, and then we'll always, of course, call you to confirm all that, to make sure that they're scheduled in. So that's another neat thing. It's kind of like your own little personal Facebook account with us.
And that's, again, added incentive. So my title here is productivity coach. And a lot of what I push is be efficient with your time, guys. Be as efficient with your time as possible. When you have a partner that's offering you a tool like this that can help save you time and just be more efficient, you have to take advantage of this stuff. This stuff costs them probably hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to create, to give us as an added resource to make this whole process more efficient and more effective. So take all of these notes into consideration. Now you're going to be bombarded as new agents with, here's an app for this, here's an app for that, here's an app for this, here's an app for that. With every single transaction that you go through, I would say 9.5 out of 10 transactions are gonna have an inspection. If you have a good solid inspection company, if you choose to go with AAA as your preferred inspection company, which I'm sure you will after today, get the app so you can have easily accessible. Another thing about the app is it'll have all your clients' inspection reports on there. So let's say your client from 2 months ago calls you and asks you, hey, my dishwasher is acting kind of funky right now. I believe that it was working fine when we got the inspection. Do you mind checking on that for me? You don't have to go into your emails. You can pull up your app and go straight to the inspection report that we pulled for, or that they pulled for your client, because they're all there easily accessible. So just one added tool and resource for us, really, that they offer.
Yeah, it's super neat because y'all can email us directly. You guys can call us. Again, you can pull up old reports from the past that we've done. It'll be there for you guys. It's really neat.
Now, for all the newer agents, Carol, the ones that are brand new, when should a realtor recommend to their client that they get a home and or termite inspection conducted on the property?
Well, for my understanding as realtors, inspections are optional. And again, I'm not licensed, but I've been told by some agents, for sure, VA needs a termite. They need it. And now apparently FHAs need them.
I don't know if that's true. I've kind of heard that here and there, and that might have changed with COVID because it is a federally backed loan. But I guess my question more so is, when would you recommend that they get one? Because we know that they're not mandatory, but as a realtor, just a general home inspection.
Always. Always. Us as inspectors, you know, just like realtors, as realtors, you all get memes, and sometimes we don't get them because we don't know the your guys's like background, and or not your background, but like your y'all's hidden funnies, you know? I'm like, what does that mean? They're like, oh, it's because when you're a realtor, this, and that. Same thing with home inspections. You can have a brand new house with an air filter in the bottom that we've seen that other inspectors have shown us, and there's no, it was just drilled on there. There's no filter back there. We open it up to check the filter, and it's a complete wall. And these are new houses up north and in Florida, because we work with several and so just always get it, just for the peace of mind. We got it, everything's good to go. And if it's not, hey, you have that luxury with the new builder to be like, hey, fix it. They have that 1-year warranty with them or things like that. Like, as minor as it may be, it might not be so minor. It's a filter. It's something big. So, you know, obviously we're always going to recommend for them to do it, because you just never know.
Yeah, and I'm gonna second that. So as a realtor, the inspection is not mandatory. You cannot make your client get a home inspection. However, what I tell all my clients is I highly recommend that you get a home inspection. The reason being is you are making a very large purchase. This is an investment. You should want to know what the true condition of the property is. Even if the home is brand new, like Caro said, even if it's brand new, it's built by humans. We make mistakes still. There's still room for error. And right now, with the market being so hot, what's everybody doing? Rushing through stuff. Go, finish it. We're on a timeline. 1, 2, a lot of these builders lost a lot of their best employees when COVID hit, because a lot of these people were commuting from Mexico over here. So you have to understand your market and understand what the differences are. So even if it's a brand new home, always recommend it. If the client doesn't want it, then they don't want it, but at least give them the understanding of why it's important. Okay. Now I have another question for you, Caro. What would be the appropriate way for a realtor to present the inspection report to their client, and is that even necessary?
Yes. So great question. Like you said, you like to be present for the home inspections for your clients. I know a lot of you guys have been busy and there's so many going on maybe at the same time. But yeah, I would recommend, you know, because some of you, again, it goes back, it depends on the client. Some may be first-time home buyers, so they're already nervous. They don't know what to do, what to expect. So kind of y'all being there with them, and you know the inspector, and be like, don't worry, I've been with them, kind of like the doctor. You walk them, we've been here before, we've done this, everything's gonna be okay, you know. And so we always recommend for the buyer to be at the home inspection. We don't shut down to that. Obviously with the COVID, it kind of minimized, but that way they are there and they see what the inspector sees, instead of just reading a report and being like, oh my God, what happened? Why is this there? You know, things like that. They're there walking side by side the inspector. Hey, we see this. It's minor. You can fix it like this, and that. All right, let's move on to the roof. Hey, we found this. Nothing minor, or you know what? It is something big. You're gonna, you know, remember to highlight this when we send over the report. Things like that. That way my inspector is there. They're seeing what we're seeing, and not just reading a report and being like, well, I never saw that when we went to go see the house. Exactly. That's why we're hired. That way we can tell you things that you don't always notice. You know, as a girl, you go, I think this is my personal opinion. As a girl, you go and everything is pretty. It's nice. The colors are taking, you know, grabbing my attention, but hey, you don't know that the plumbing is not so hot. You know, if they hired us to do the sewer scope, and we find things in the sewer scope, you know, plumbing, because unfortunately we can't lift up the house and check underneath the house or through the walls. Thankfully, we have sewer scopes, we have thermal imaging, we are licensed to do home and termite inspections. So in reality, we are the one-stop shop for you. So, and even then, if, you know, there are situations where I know a lot of you guys have buyers that are not in El Paso. They come in and out of town, or they're deployed, or whatever the case may be. If needed, you know, my inspectors are always available for them to call. or if they don't understand something, what do you mean specifically by this situation that you saw here? They can call Jacob, they can call Isaac, and you know, sometimes they may not be on call immediately when you need them because they might be on a roof or in a sewer line checking things, but 99.9% of the time he will call your buyer back or your seller and be like, hey, this is what we found, no need to worry, or hey, you do need to worry, you guys need to negotiate, it's something big, it's a big investment, make sure you do talk to them about it and see where you guys can come to agreement to fix it or take care of it.
And I'm going to add to that real quick. I used to go to all the inspections. I don't go to them anymore. And for anybody that's new, I do recommend that you go to the inspection. So long as you have the time. When you're new, you usually don't have 1,000 clients where you don't have the time to go. So I do recommend you go so you can see what they're seeing. I recommend that you go to everything at least once to see what your client's seeing, because if you're going to go through the exact same process again with another client, you should at least be able to give them a good understanding of what that looks like. So whether it's, I've heard realtors don't go to closings. That's fine if that's what you decide to do, but you should at least go to one to see what it looks like. And understand it. And the reason that I don't go to these inspections anymore, to be completely honest with you, is because I found a good inspection company that I trust to leave alone with my client. That's really what it came down to be completely honest, because it alleviates work off of my plate. It's one less appointment that I have to go to, and I know that my client is taken care of. I'm not the inspector anyways. So how great is it if I'm able to set up the inspection, leave my client alone with the professionals, and I know because I've been to several of these, that the inspector that's on shift is going to review the report with my client. I don't even have to review the report with my client. They review it with the client before they leave the house. They answer the questions with the client, any questions that the client might have, before they leave the house. Now, when I get the report, I've seen enough reports at this point that there are a lot of common items that you're just going to come across very frequently on these home inspections. So I go through, I see what's common, what's not so common. If I have any questions, I can reach out to the inspector myself. And like Caro said, they're not on call the way that we are 24/7, but they will definitely reach back out and they'll answer any questions that you might have. Now, when I reach back out to my client, I'm really just reviewing the information that they got from the inspector when they were there. Hey, we just got the inspection report. We usually get the inspection report that same day, usually. I tell them that we'll get it within 24 hours just to give your partner some time. So remember, this inspection company is your partner. Have their back too. They usually have it out that same day, but give them some cushion because stuff happens, you know, just in case for whatever reason it takes a little bit longer today. I always tell them they'll have it at least by the next day. So when they get it that same day, oh, they're beyond themselves. This inspection company is great, you know, and that's really the best light that you want to put your client in. So we get the inspection report that same night. I usually call them the next morning and just ask them, hey, how did the inspection go? Did you have any follow-up questions? Did the inspector answer all your questions? Anything that you're concerned about? And now we can address any repairs that we might be trying to negotiate. But to be honest, at that point, the inspector has done almost everything. I might have a follow-up question here or there. I might need to call the inspector just to get some clarification on one or two things, but it's essentially done at that point. And that's really what you want, because you are not the inspector. So you don't want to be giving inspector advice either. Let me ask you, Caro, I mean, I can talk for days about AAA and you know, what sets you guys apart, but you know the company in and out, you know your competitors. What is it exactly that makes you guys stand apart from all the others as a company?
Okay, another great question, and I love to talk about this because, like I said before, we are a one-stop shop. You can get everything through us. You think about it, we don't have it, we'll come up with it. No, I'm just kidding. But like I said, we are licensed to do the home inspections and the termite inspections. We are licensed to do mold as well. Yes, there is mold sometimes in the desert. It happens where there is a leak. If it's not fixed within 48 hours, guess what? There will be mold. So
I had one of those at my house.
yeah,
It was
I heard
horrible.
I heard that story.
Oh
And
my
so,
God,
yeah,
it was horrible.
so it
was
does
horrible.
happen.
So I learned
It
how to
does
remedy
happen.
mold.
So we do the mold inspection, and if you need a remediation, you call Denise. Denise has got
No,
you.
don't. I'll never do it again. That was a big job.
Yeah, and so thankfully, we are licensed to do that as well. We do pools, we do warranties, which we could do another class on because that's a completely whole hour to talk about too. We do the 18-month warranty for the home warranty when we do the home inspection. But even if you don't pick us as their home inspection, like I emailed you before, these are in your office, guys. Which if we have time, I can review really quick. We have limited
Let me check my
warranties.
email. When I checked it a little while
Yeah,
ago, I didn't see
sent
it.
it over. So, we
There it
have, we offer warranties to your buyers for assistance and repairs within the first 90 days. What does that mean? We do the inspection today. What's the time frame in closing right now? Is it still 30 to 45, or I know the appraisals are
Mostly about
giving
40,
some headaches
40
out
to
there.
45 mostly.
Okay. So yeah, so your buyer moves into the house, the dishwasher's leaking. What do?
Call me.
They call you guys, right? So when they call you, oh, there we go. Oh, cool. Super cool.
Okay.
So yeah, so the dishwasher starts leaking, they call you guys and it'd be like, no need to worry, AAA did your home inspection, right? Because you have those 90 days, and in those 90 days, they have a $0 deductible. All we ask is that they get an itemized quote from that specific professional. What does that mean? If it's electrical, if it's plumbing, if it's roof, if it's whatever the case may be, we ask that specific professional give them an itemized quote. What is wrong with the dishwasher? What broke, or what needs to be fixed or replaced, or whatever the case may be. When they do that, we send it over, and then we mail to file the claim. If they don't know how to do it, we can do it. I can do it for them. They can call me specifically, and I can do it for them. And then your client will get a check mailed out to them to their name specifically. That way they can cash the check and pay whoever they need to pay to get that fixed. Does that work for everybody?
Mm-hmm.
That would work,
And
right?
yeah, we'll definitely do another class on that one so we can go a little more into detail with you guys to help you better understand how the warranty works. It's basically an add-on to their services that you guys can choose to add on or not. And it's really beneficial because they've already done the inspection, so they have a really clear understanding of what the property condition is. So
Right.
when it comes to your client getting the using the warranty, it's a lot easier for them to use it. It's not like insurance and kind of fighting back and forth, and was this there before or wasn't it? I mean, if our inspection company did it, this is what it is. It's very black and white, so it's nice to just shift over into that. But we'll definitely do another class on it.
Yeah, so this is the main thing that sets us apart from everybody else. They just do your inspection, they give you the report, and they walk away. If something happens, we're there to back your client up. So as you can see here in our standard package, they have a 5-year platinum roof protection. What does that mean? So it is a protection against leaks only, okay, that were not there before. So we go out there, the roof is perfect. There's nothing to be concerned about, but year 3, there's some leak or something, starts to malfunction on the roof. They have a 5-year protection for that. Again, this isn't due to hail, damage, snow, or things like that. Any other perils like that, they would have to go through their homeowner's insurance. So State Farm, Farmers, Allstate, because that leak was caused due to hail or perils that caused that damage. Again, the 90-day warranty, which I just explained, $0 deductible. We can fix things that were working at the time of inspection, and they move in and it starts to malfunction. The recall check, which I explained earlier, is pretty much monthly emails for life for your client. If there are no recalls, again, it'll just be an email of recommendation. Winter's coming around, make sure you change this or update your filters when summer comes around, just like mini advice. But if there is a recall, we'll let them know. That way they can call that company specifically, whether it's Whirlpool or Samsung. That way they can get that specific item fixed on their refrigerator or on their dishwasher, or whatever the case may be.
And I want to add to that one more time, Carol, because I think that that's super important for you guys to take into consideration. Remember, especially for those of you that are starting up, you need to be getting your name and your face out there as often as possible. Remember, the recall checks are co-branded with the agent that set them up for that inspection. I got an inspection on my personal property. I get these cool recall checks to this day every month, I think it is, right? Every month.
Yep.
And it's super cool. It just says on there, there's no recalls for this month, but hey, check out for this, or you might want to check your air filters, or winter's coming up, X, Y, and Z. I think one time I did get an actual recall on like my stove. Hey, your stove might have a recall. And how awesome is that for your client to go in and be able to get a new stove or a fixed stove or some kind of credit just because of this email that AAA sent out? And they're going to be giving you credit for that too, because you're co-branded on there. So that's super cool.
Yeah, nobody does that. Nobody does that for you guys. So and we love doing it for you guys, because the busier you guys are, the busier we are. And if you guys win, we win. So
right.
And so, yeah, that's, it goes on to our concierge and our homeowners resources. So the concierge, guys, just to clarify on this, it is just for removing the stress of your buyers switching everything over. So they can call this number and get advised on what cable companies are out here in El Paso or in Las Cruces or in Santa Teresa or wherever you guys sold a home. That number is just to help them pick the right electric company, water company, cable company, and Wi-Fi company. They cannot make these changes for them, because sometimes these companies ask for social security or more detailed information that we will not have and you all might not have. So it's just better to have them understand that they can call this company just to get advised, because maybe it's somebody moving in from Chicago or New York or California. We get soldiers in here all the time, and just to help them be better adjusted, they can call this number and be like, hey, well, it's El Paso Electric out here in El Paso. It's El Paso Water Utilities. It's Spectrum, or whatever the case may be. And then they can pick and call these specific companies to get set up at their new home. The homeowners resource, it's also an 800 number, and this is used specifically more, I think, for first-time home buyers. They might not know how to change a light bulb, or they may not know how to reset their GFCIs. They can call this 800 number for free, and they can help them get situated on minimal stuff. If it's bigger stuff, they'll be like, you need to call a plumber or you need to call an electrician, but it's just minimal stuff to help them get situated.
That's pretty cool. I didn't realize you guys had that service. To kind of to put it into perspective, guys, this is kind of like a nurse hotline. Sometimes you call the nurse hotline to see, like, do I need to go to the doctor? Do I need to go to the hospital?
Yeah.
Or is this something I can pop a Tylenol for? Like, what is this? So that's awesome. I really didn't realize you guys did that. I always learn something new every time I talk to you about what your company offers, because you guys offer so much.
Yeah, it's a lot, and it may be a lot, but again, you guys can just always call me and I can walk you guys through it. So this is the first one we just went over, is our standard package, which is $195. We did have a price increase, y'all, but because we're doing this class for you all and you guys have given us this opportunity to speak with you, we will honor the $195 price. This is for anything under 1950 square, because things are changing. So whenever you call me or you call the office, specifically say your company name. I'm with Realty One. We had a class with Caro. and we'll honor that price. So it'll be $195 for anything under 1950 square feet. Anything over 1950 square feet, you know, we just add 10 cents. 10
Per
cents
square foot?
per square foot. Yes,
For
ma'am.
additional per square foot or per square foot?
Per additional square foot.
Okay.
So anything under 1950 square feet, it'll be $195. 2,000 square feet, we just add the extra 10 cents for those 50 square feet.
Okay.
So that's the standard package, okay? And then as we move on, guys, everything I review will be added on. So everything we will review in the platinum package, the standard package will be added on to that, okay? The platinum package is our most popular package. Why? Because it'll already include the termite inspection and a visual mold inspection, which keep in mind, you can add any of these services to the standard package a la carte. So if your client just wants the standard inspection for $195, but they want to add the termite inspection, we just add the $195 plus $86.60 for us to do the termite inspection. So you can add anything a la carte. But if they go with their platinum package, as you can read at the top, it'll say add 165. So it'll be the 165 to the 195, which I believe is $366.60. And on this one, they'll have you'll have to scratch that 6 month off, okay? It'll have 1 year worth of structural coverage. So they'll be paid up to $13,500 in the case that there is any structural issues, either the foundation or settlement or anything like that. They'll have to hire an engineer to get clarification on that, and then they can file a claim. Maybe it'll cost them $20,000 to fix, but hey, they'll have at least $13,500 bump to help them get started on that structural coverage. Again, nobody offers that. There's no other inspection company that offers that. Unless it's a new house that they give them, I believe, 1 year, nobody else will fix it for them. We'll help them out. And again, the termite inspection, they'll have a 6 month warranty on this. So we go out there, we find no termites, but month 4, your client sees some sort of bug on the structure. Remember, this is only for on structure, not the backyard, because there's wood piled up and they're really, creeping into the detached structure. This is only for on structure items. If they do see it and they do end up being termites, we will go out there and service it for them. Okay, so they have those 6 months to get that coverage in case it does happen. The sewer guard, again, this is just a sewer line coverage. We run the water for about 45 minutes to an hour just to make sure there are no leaks in the house, because there's no way to find out that there is a leak in the house unless we're running the water constantly for something to show a visibility of, a leak, or it's not draining properly, things like that. And then
I want to speak on that real quick too, because I've seen other inspectors do their sewer inspections very different, and they'll go and they'll turn on the faucet for, I'm not kidding, I've seen it done as quick as 30 seconds. Turn it on, and then they look down there, nope, no leaks, okay, turn it back off. That's not the way that AAA inspection does it. They leave the water running on all the faucets and the tubs for a good minute. It gives the pipes some time to collect that water and leak if there is a leak. So again, we're not just, we're not doing this meeting just to pitch you an inspection company because we like this company. No, it's because they set their standards high and do that with every single inspection and get it done right. You need the best inspection in order to protect your clients to the best of your ability too.
Yeah, because God forbid something happens, or it was another company that did the home inspection and something happens. Again, what does your buyer do? They call you guys. They call you, and then they're like, what do I do? How do I fix it? Well, did we get you a warranty? No, well, we didn't buy a warranty. Oh, crap. Well, who did your inspection? XYZ company. They're like, oh, crap. Well, they don't have warranties. Yes. Mr. Client, do you have $500 or $2,000 to fork out and fix your plumbing?
No, we just bought the house. That's not a fun phone call after your clients just close on their house a week or 2 weeks ago,
Mhm.
and they think that you just got paid out $10,000. They think that you just got paid out like you bank, and oh, I just paid for them to go to Cancun, and look at how they treated me. They didn't even get me a good inspection company. They're not taking care of me. You don't want those calls, guys.
Yeah, right. So it's good to have the calls when we do it. We're like, don't worry, AAA did it. We have those 90 days. Remember what's going on? Let's get this itemized quote. Let's file it. Let's get you that check. It's nicer for them to know and have the idea. We're going to get a check to fix this to your name. Because if your Theo can do it for half the price, guess what? Who you going to pay? You're going to pay your Theo half that quote and maybe pocket the other money. Hey, we did our job. We took care of your client. Again, everything needs to be reviewed, and that's why I say get an itemized quote as detailed as possible. That way we can be like, okay, well, it needs this, or it needs this, or it's something mechanical. Oh man, they're gonna need more money because they need to fix this. It's mechanical, or whatever the case may be. Just know that they'll be covered with us. So it'll be a nicer call. And if not, be like, call Carolyn, and hey, I'll help them. It's okay. So again, that's our most popular package because again, it includes everything they need: the home inspection, termite inspection, visual mold inspection. They have a 1-year warranty for structural, and all the other stuff, the 90-day warranty, the recall checks, and all that. And so our last package is our ultimate package, just so we can close up for you guys. This package I call the unicorn package. Why? This is for your clients. They want the moon, the stars, and the sun, and they call you at 1 a.m. and ask 1,000 questions. Anybody have those clients? Or they don't exist in El Paso? They don't exist in El Paso.
Oh yeah, they're here.
They're here. We got some unicorns in El Paso. Sounds good. So our ultimate package, as you see, the $595, we'll add that to the $195. Again, it'll have everything you have in the standard and the platinum. Their structural coverage will bump up to $25,000. They will have thermal imaging. What is thermal imaging? Unfortunately, my inspectors cannot see through the walls, but they do have thermal imaging. So it'll be the camera to assist to see through the wall. So if there's a change in temperature from here to here, why is there a change in temperature? There might just be a leak behind that wall. We cannot break down that wall to check specifically for them, but we'll notate it. That way they can get a plumber and, to see behind the wall, or unless they hired us to do the sewer scope, we'll be able to see the sewer lines. In this package, though, they will have the sewer scope. So again, these will be cameras to check the sewer lines underneath the house. We can't lift up the house to check underneath, make sure everything's okay. So our cameras, we'll send them a video of the sewer lines. That way, if they do need further evaluation, they can hire a plumber or professional to take a look at that and to see why there might be stoppage or leakage or breaks in the foundation or in the piping, because a lot of our houses still are copper plumbing, or they're not all up to date. Speaking from personal experience, so they'll have that as well. And then with this one, they'll have an actual mold consultation. So if there is or there isn't, we'll take air samples and swabs just to make sure that there is no mold. And if there is mold, we'll be able to let them know what type of mold it is, if it's problematic mold, or what type of mold it is. They'll be sent out to our labs. That way we can update your clients and notify them the home inspection, termite inspection, mold inspection, thermal imaging, and the sewer scope. So it's a little bit more, but they're gonna have this entire page of warranties within that inspection itself.
Awesome. So what areas exactly do you guys service, and what areas do you not service?
We service everybody. We service
Everybody?
Las Cruces. We service Las Cruces, El Paso, all the way out to Midland, Odessa.
Awesome. So really anything within our range, even if it's further out, San Elizario, Socorro.
San Eli, Socorro, Horizon, Santa Teresa, Las
Chaparral
Cruces.
for the New Mexico
Chaparral.
agents? Okay,
Yep.
good.
All the way out to Las Cruces. I think we've done a couple of Deming
Okay.
inspections. So for those, we do just ask for a little bit more time because it's a longer drive for my inspectors. So, but yeah, with time, I think we're we're still 2 days out for scheduling, unless, you know, when you call me and tell me I need something sooner, if something happens, we get cancellations. So let us know, that way we can make a note of your inspection. And if something does come up sooner, we can be like, hey, we have tomorrow at 8 a.m. available. Yes, no, what do we do? We'll let you guys know.
Awesome. And one more thing to take into consideration is the how many days it's going to take you guys to get an appointment with your inspectors. A lot of inspectors, guys, they're scheduling 4 or 5 days out right now. Everybody's busy. So you definitely need to be working with somebody that can keep up with their workload and that can get you and your client in there quicker than later. Because if you're scheduling with somebody that's 5 days out and you have 7 days of option period, that inspection might not come to you that day. It might come to you on the next day. So we're looking day 6, and then you're trying to negotiate repairs within a day and a half. That's not very realistic. So don't put yourself in a position where your time is very limited either. Okay, that also puts your client at a deficit.
Yeah, so just keep in mind, we send out the reports the same day, or 24 hours if you want to say that, as long as your buyer has paid for and signed the agreement, they'll receive the report by the end of the day.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for the information, Caro. I really, really appreciate it. I hope you realtors learned a few things. Before we jump into the question and answer segment, where can our clients get a hold of you to get to start setting up inspections, or maybe do some follow-ups after this?
Yeah, so they can call our office. Our office is 915-317-5062. That's our office number. My phone number is 915-637-6509. And if you want, Denise, I don't know if you have a list of everybody, all the new agents, if you want to send it to me, and I can text them individually and send them their dashboard. That way I can add everybody to the system with their picture, their email, things like that. That way I can send everybody their dashboard. That way everybody can have it on their cell phone, and they can reach us that way. Or if you guys just want to text me your name, number, email, and whatnot, and I can just add you onto the system and send that over to you. You can have my email or the office email. It'll be office@aainspection.net.
All right, and if y'all want to unmute your microphones for anybody that has any follow-up questions for Ms. Caro. No
questions. Remember, we got raffles, guys.
We got inspection pros now.
Inspection pros, yeah. And then once they do the inspection, our phones are going to be ringing off the hook. What did you say that one time? Okay, we'll answer it again. It's okay.
Yeah.
We're here for you guys.
All right, no questions? All right, well, we're gonna do some raffles then. For everybody that showed up, we're gonna do a quick raffle. I have Miss Anaí, the beautiful Anaí. Let me switch this over.
Hi, everybody.
She put all of your names in a little plastic cup, and she's gonna draw out 2 winners. And what are they winning? What are we raffling?
$25 gift card to Starbucks, because nobody needs coffee right now. I don't think. I think everybody's on a good high, selling so much. We don't need any coffee right now. Just kidding, guys.
All right.
So yeah.
The first winner is me. I'm just kidding.
She was.
Wow.
Our first winner is Farias.
Yay!
Nice.
Actually, our newest one on here.
He's our newest agent right now.
Congratulations.
Oh, awesome.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Awesome.
I think this is the first time I won a raffle.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a
You'll
good
remember
one to win.
AAA forever.
Right?
Exactly. It's going to be stuck in my head.
And our second winner is Angie.
Woo!
Yay, Angie, where's Angie?
I bet Angie. She has her video off, I think.
Okay, I see
Yeah.
the name.
All right.
Nice.
Well, thank you, everybody. I guess we'll make accommodations with Carolyn to get those.
Yeah, I can drop them off at your office.
She'll drop them off at the office, and we'll let you know once they're here, and you guys can stop by and pick them up. Thank you to everybody that showed up to this training. I hope you all learned something. I hope you got something out of this training. You have Carolyn's information now. You have AAA's information. You have all the packages. You don't have to know all of this by memory. You just need to know the basics and the importance of it. Remember, they're the professionals. Don't try to absorb every single detail, but at least know the basics and understand why it is that we choose to go with the preferred inspectors that we choose to go with. This is a great option for you. Like I said, I've been using them for a few years. They've never done me wrong. I did my personal home inspection with AAA. I actually did benefit and use for the home warranty with AAA inspection as well. So I've been through the process myself, been through plenty of happy clients with them. And hopefully for those of you that don't have a preferred inspector, you'll give them an opportunity. If you do have a preferred inspector, but they're taking a little longer to get back to you, or you'd like to have, you know, another option, I definitely recommend you try out AAA home inspections. Without further ado, we'll be posting this on YouTube. It has been recorded, and that way, if anybody had to jump off during the training, or you missed something and you want to go back to it, or for anybody that missed it the first time around, you'll get to check it out. So if you haven't checked out the YouTube page yet, please go like and subscribe and hit that little notification bell. That way, every single time we have a training, you guys will get updated on that as well, and you don't miss anything, okay? Thank you so much, Carolyn. I really appreciate your time,
Yes,
and we will be in contact.
Yes, our
Thank
pleasure.
you,
So
guys.
for the next one, for the 18-month warranty, because you guys benefit on that a lot as well. So
Yeah,
hopefully-
we'll definitely set up another training for that warranty. But if you guys have questions between now and then, feel free to reach out to Miss Carolyn herself. She'll pick up the phone, she'll answer your questions.
Yep.
She will speak to your clients directly. If you're not sure exactly what to say, just switch them over to her and she'll take care of them.
Yeah,
Okay?
and just one more added note, all of us are bilingual. My inspectors are bilingual. My office staff is bilingual. I'm bilingual, so we can do it in English or Spanish, French, whatever you guys need. You got it.
Awesome. All right,
Nice
guys.
meeting
Thank
everybody.
you.
Thank
so
you.
Thank you.
much. Enjoy the rest of
Bye-bye.
your day. Have a productive day. Everybody go out and make a lot of money. Bye.
Awesome.
Bye.
Take care, guys.
Bye.
Bye.